Who? Who? You? Hello? Patricia Crenshaw said I'm an ignorant ass motherfucker. Motherfucker. Ignorant ass.
Divine. Yeah.
How do you spell it?
Ever see, let's see.
There's all kinds of spellings.
Hairspray or pink flamingo? Polyester. That's a good one. Ever see the film Polyester?
Do they spell the name like me? You know, answer the question. If they don't spell the name like me, I don't know what you're talking about.
They do.
Heard of Hairspray, never saw it.
I was just asking a question. That's all.
Yeah, I've heard of Hairspray, but I never watched Hairspray.
Okay. I was, Why comes the sudden cackle of a million hymns of hell? And the laughter runs, but sickens not the universe, but shakes not the stars. God, how I love thee. That's what I wanted to ask you. Now the laws have changed, right? How do we address any slander? Since you're going to do your thing, if you want the chat on, take the chat on. If you want the chat on, take the chat on. I would probably tell you to actually have it on. It's actually shows. If you want to choose what I'm not going to be kicking anybody out of the chat unless they say something about me. I ain't going to be policing you.
So everybody maybe be on stage and I kick them out.
I got off word
because laws have changed in the U.S. Guess what? Laws have changed here in Mexico. And I will go after and prosecute anyone for slandering that includes Dr. James on there. And if he wants to continue, we can keep. I prefer to keep the chat on. That way, I have a permanent record, and then I can call my attorney and have them take away everything they don't have.
Yeah, and don't be mad about that. As you said that As Hermie said it, because you're doing it yourself, right? You put the slander there, then you get the consequences. Be a man.
Exactly. You want to play with slander, then you're gonna pay the consequences.
That's normal.
Okay, I'm done talking about this for now, so please talk about it then.
So tomorrow, Friday.
Yeah, Friday. And thank you, Pro, for agreeing to do this. I really appreciate
Yeah,
you.
thank you, Pro.
You can thank me in the morning. No, never mind.
Thank you when it's done.
I hope you have a lot of money, Dr. James, which I doubt that you do.
Yeah. But that's what I mean. Therefore, I wanted to chat first. But yeah, you're right.
And the thing is that, like, when you say chat, close, or whatever, there's nothing open about having a chat closed.
No,
right?
people have to listen, not be occupied in the chat.
You also don't have to read it. And since he is keeping it, right, you think it would behoove you to have the chat open. This is what people are saying.
Yeah. Well, you see it that way, that's okay. But this is what I didn't want. You're talking.
It's not you, Miss Nancy. It has nothing to do with you.
I don't say me. What you were saying?
You just said I. It doesn't have anything to do with what you
I.
are.
Oh, sorry, language barrier. But these
I don't know
things
what else
happen
you can
all the
believe.
time.
Yeah, but it's not an I thing. It's just hearing the story.
Really
And then you
already talked about it, and I already talked about Hermes, and everything's okay. So
yeah, but it's not you deciding what happens in the chat.
Wow. You?
I don't know why that's loud. I don't know why that's loud.
Hermes decides.
Yeah, but I already don't like what you're doing. Like, it's him, right? It's him. He's a big boy, right? I'm not there to protect Hermes. That is not my issue.
Yeah.
I don't need to be thanked. I'm not doing a public service for Hermes.
We are just polite. If you cannot stand that we're just polite, okay?
But it's what you're already tending towards by saying that you want to police a chat is not what you want to do. My advice was.
Well, in the first edition we talked about it, it was because of this reason. They started slandering in the chat for no reason.
Are you employed by Hermes or
I'm
something?
talking about with other people.
Are you being employed by him? I don't understand why you're up in arms. This is exactly why I don't want you or anyone else on stage.
But this is exactly why I asked you.
Okay.
And you know why.
This is what you get.
To know
this
and
is
I'm the only one who doesn't know anything.
This is what fair looks like.
Hello.
Right? Fair doesn't mean you get what you want. Fair means you do it the right way.
It's not what I want.
That's right.
You're already up. For months, everybody is slandering. And I'm the only one who listened to it. And everybody seems to know how it is. Everyone.
You seem to have a lot personally invested in this.
No, listen, I invest in friends. That's it. And you all like it. I take care of friends, or friends take care of me. I keep an eye on some things. That's normal. I don't know how you do it here in America, but we here in the Netherlands, we back each other if we're friends. And not begging like, oh, we're going to do this. No, we talk about it. But you all are like, no, that this, no, da. I'm not afraid for anything. When I thank you, it's because I'm polite. Got it? And not because you do this and do that. No, whatever. We're just polite people. Apparently America is a bit different.
So you sound like you'd be a little too polite when there's something in the chat and you'd want to delete it.
Yeah. Whatever.
Sounds a little too close to home to you.
Yeah,
It sounds a little too close to home for you.
Well, yeah, it is. And it's stupid for me to say that, because you know. How many years, Hermes? 2 years? We played all those videos and everything, and had fun, and then suddenly, boom! And everybody turned their back. Everyone. That's a show. Without even asking, huh? Without even asking. So come on. Don't play dumb. I don't play dumb either. I'm just honest.
And like I said, if you or anyone else have anything to do with being on stage, I won't be doing the interview, right? You're already lucky that I'm going to do it in his room. And what I'm saying is, if you wanted to look,
Oh,
well, you
now I
see,
have to
well,
go on my
it
knees.
seems to be that way, right? Because I didn't
No,
originally
this
say.
is what you make of it. I just say what
Right,
you
and
say.
if it was in my room, listen.
Or I'm
If it was in, if it was in my room,
I'm always direct.
it would be no question that the chat would be on, right? So here's the only gray area, right? That's the only
We
gray
talked about
area.
it, this or that, and that was.
We didn't talk about doing it in Hermie's room. And what I'm saying is, nothing looks less transparent than deleting a chat. Nothing about that says transparent. And if you really are trying to do some gotcha kind of stuff, it actually works in your favor.
Yeah, now I see why. That's a good idea to keep it open, yeah. So,
The chat is now deleted. Everything Dr. James said.
oh, that's too bad.
So,
You made a copy first?
Who deleted it?
I don't know.
It wasn't me. So
Wasn't me either.
It must have been himself.
Oh, itself,
Yeah, you're able to delete your own comment.
The only thing I wrote was, I didn't know can you get a statement? Can I go to the police station and say, I'd like a document to state I've never committed a crime? They would print that up for me?
What?
I never heard of that.
I didn't know.
You said that if we went to Texas, we could get a statement that you've never been convicted of a crime.
No, you don't get a statement. Here's what you get. If you come to the state of Texas, to Harris County, Houston, Texas, you can purchase the public record, which the public record will say and show no conviction, period.
I wish, if I could speak quickly, and I'll wait for I wish that you could explain that website that was put out, how they did it, and how it was falsified, and that would save everything. That would be my dream.
That would be my first question to Rowan.
Yeah. I would love to know how that could be falsified. Here, this is how AI did it, or, technology, and they did this and that, they put my name.
I have a quick question for Pro. Pro, when we do this, and you'll be doing the interview, correct? And then we allow people to come up, correct, and ask questions. Okay. The only thing I ask is, I don't want to be called names. I don't want slander. Right? I don't mind a question, and I will answer any question. But I don't want false accusations made against me.
Well, I guess you can't. You can ask what you want to happen, right? You can say that before. Say you're willing to answer questions, except you're not going to answer questions if people use it as an attack forum and people are saying curses or whatever the thing is that you want. I don't know how well you're going to do doing that, but if you get into a back and forth, that sometimes that stuff happens no matter what you say. But I got you.
Right.
Yeah, you're warning people if you say it, just tell people if they violate that you're going to remove them.
Exactly.
I think most people can.
Yep.
I think most people can. And by the way, I don't love people gratuitously cursing for no reason, but sometimes you're gonna do it when people get upset. So it's like you got a little wiggle room for that too. But
no, I can't, and I'll tell you why. This particular topic that we're gonna do is so serious. I won't go into it, but it's just very serious, right? So I don't want to play with it.
Just request it. Normally you wouldn't have to preface some kind of interview with that, but I would say that actually some of the Uncle Steve stuff was definitely pretty inappropriate, in a normal conversation that people were asking too. But he knew going in that he was going to get a lot of that kind of stuff, and he said kind of the same thing. He didn't say the same thing. He was like, yeah, I'll answer whatever. Kind of like what you said, right? But he didn't have the disclaimer stuff. But if you got a disclaimer, say the disclaimer. If people violate the disclaimer, it's your right to throw them off the stage, right? But I wouldn't have too quick of a handle with people because obviously it's a testy subject that people are going to be right to be in their feels about either way. You see idea of even talking, right? So let alone when people are talking, right?
Can I ask one question? Bro, have you seen this fake document website?
I haven't paid attention to any of the stuff. Not at all. I was not in any of the main rooms. I haven't looked into it. None of that stuff. No, look, what's the subject, if you don't mind?
I'm talking about you, Richard.
No,
Yeah, Richard, what have you done, man?
What have I done? Oh, too many things. We're gonna interview Richard one time. This is an interesting man too. We're gonna get you on the show, bro.
I didn't want to mention.
I don't think I can be honest, so you can't do me.
I'm too honest, maybe.
I can't do it.
But you know what? We also gotta kind of keep you on.
You can't be honest, Joanna. What are you talking
I
about?
don't want them to know my secrets.
Well, yeah, then we wouldn't do that. That's what I was saying earlier. Like, you don't want to do with people that have too much going on in their real life and aren't
I
exactly.
gotta go smoke a cigarette after this. Let me get up.
So what was the subject to discuss? Is it
Nothing. Yeah, no, nothing.
the Hermes situation? Oh, okay. Situation.
Sorry, I don't really. Okay, I had a thought. I have no idea what happened. I'm long gone from those kinds of rooms. But I will say. Sorry, what?
I said you're almost like me.
Yeah, I
I've
didn't
heard a lot
know
of
what the
second hand info,
situation.
not a lot of first.
Yeah, I've been in Chad's rooms mostly lately. But I will say, Hermes. Something I thought. Please don't be mad at me. This is just a neutral third-party observation. Just when you tell people, like, I'm gonna go after you for slander, usually that's what guilty people say. So I don't know, it might not be a good look, because if it's truly not true, then just, like, let it go.
Rachel, I want you to understand something. I'm sorry for interrupting, but I just want you to understand this. People on this app have been doing this to me ever since I got on this app. And they have their own reasons for doing it, right? Doxing and whatever. And I've always defended myself. My attorney has always asked me to do it. The state of Texas has asked me to do it. The sheriff's department has asked me to do it. So I'm going to defend myself with my rights. And if you slander me, I will take your fucking house. Sorry for the cussing. Didn't mean to do that, but yeah, I'm serious.
They call it French, Hermes. They say, sorry for my French. And then they start cursing. Yeah, you're right.
Alright, well, what's up, Richard? I was for the show, I guess. But I'm just because you said the state of Texas told you to go after people or something.
Yeah, here's basically when all of this went down, right? The state of Texas showed me my paperwork when they gave it to me. And they said, never, ever let anyone tell you were convicted. And she pointed at the section, right? And she said, what does it say? And I said, it says, no conviction. And she said, that's right. And so basically, everyone was letting me know that, there were going to be some people that would try to manipulate that in some kind of way. So, this has gotten so out of hand on this app. It does bother me. I do get upset, so sorry for that.
Sure. I was just curious, what did the paperwork, in essence, encompass? Like, why was there any paperwork to begin with?
What do you mean? How did it get here? By Rowan and Sam. By Rowan and Sam.
No, that's not what he's asking. But let's
do this paperwork in which
hold on, Richard. Let's wait till Friday.
Sure, yeah.
I'm getting to all of this.
Right, too soon now. I understand.
You can ask it Friday again. Ask your question.
So what time on Friday? Sorry. We said 7 o'clock Eastern. Yeah. Whatever that is for you. Oh, you guys don't have a weekend life. I'm just kidding. Nor do I. So I'll try to do that. And I would guess I would probably be done asking questions in about 30 minutes. Talking to you. And the only thing I would say is the first thing I would preface and start off by saying, which I do know, when I've thought about this a little bit, I would actually do something that's almost reminiscent of the quote-unquote profiles, where I just talk about how I've known you, right, first, and then we'll get into that stuff. Like how I know the person who's here, which is kind of something I've tried to do. Like, kind of give a little bit of the background of what I know about the person to be true, and then boom, go to the interview with you, and then go into your situation, right? So I'm not going to be like, what school did you go to as a kid? You know, like we're not doing that.
A little advice for you, Hermes, if you wish. I would say gather your whatever evidentiary material you have for that day. I'm assuming this is your wish to squash the bullshit once and for all, correct?
Yeah, but I want to be completely clear, right? It's not up to me to prove my innocence, okay? My innocence was already proven with the state of Texas. If you're such a badass and you want to take your shot at committing slander, number one, the actual record of the state of Texas will prove me right. And slander is only slander when you're lying. And clearly, if people say that I was convicted, they're going to be lying. And they're going to set themselves up.
But I just you do have material, yes or no? Or there is material. Well, not say you have it, but there's material there that can be brought to.
Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah, but see, here's the thing. If I provide something, people will always say Hermes created a fake document. So what I would rather do, which I know not very many people are going to do this, go get the actual state record from the state of Texas, not a fake website.
Okay, so I'm assuming there's a link then. So it's not something you can actually drive and receive in hand.
No, actually, with this kind of stuff, because the record was sealed, right? You have to physically go to the county clerk office of Harris County and pay. It's not much.
Gorgeous,
less than $20, but they'll give you the record. And yeah.
Understand. Okay.
Oh, the record was sealed.
Yes, I don't know if the entire was sealed because you can get a copy where it says no conviction.
Okay.
So I am going to go to the AC-ish house. I know we have an anon in here. I really don't want to keep talking about this personally until we're there. I don't really want to use this as a place.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, so if you want to bounce over to your thing, or you guys are welcome to go in there, talk about something else or whatever. But
okay.
But anyways,
You're gonna go to the same house? I'll follow you there.
yeah. Well, I'm not gonna be there in 1 minute or anything, but I am gonna go over there after.
Okay, cool.
All right. Peace out.
Thanks.
Before you.
So that, and it's almost as if they didn't foresee that if they were successful in pushing people towards electric vehicles, that the gas tax revenue would drop. Ah, man, and now
$6 versus $100 an ounce.
Why the discount?
Because he's dealing in the physical commodity, and he's happy about it for some reason. It comes from, and I'll just read the.
Like, talk the
No,
dude was a traitor. Like, what the fuck? Like,
That's a fallacy. You gotta show me the proof. Don't say, oh, he's on the Silk Road. He's not even on the Silk Road. Makkah is not on the Silk Road. The Silk Road goes from China to Persia to northern Levant. It doesn't go to Makkah. Okay, this is Sahih Bukhari and Sahih Muslim. The hour will not be established until you fight the Turks people with small eyes, red faces, flat noses, and faces like hammered shields. They will wear shoes made of hair. Sahih Bukhari 29:28 and Sahih Muslim 29:12.
They're gonna call that racist.
No, didn't he call him Turkish?
They're Turkic. It's at Sunnah.com.
To debunk this right now.
There you go, Sunnah.com.
I got it.